Independence isn't a luxury, it's a right. Welcome back to Montessori Unlocked, where we take the big ideas of Montessori and explore how they come alive in today's world. Today, we're digging into one of Montessori's most misunderstood and most powerful principles: independence. Not the kind of independence we talk about in patriotic slogans or self help books, but functional independence. The ability to do for yourself in the world, to eat, dress, move, speak, think, and contribute. And here's the truth: independence is not a luxury, it's a human right. Dr. Montessori observed that from birth, children show a drive toward independence. Babies strain to hold their heads up. Toddlers insist, me do it. Adolescents crave freedom to test their ideas in the world. This isn't stubbornness, it's biology. Independence is the way human beings build dignity. For Montessori, independence wasn't about producing children who could go it alone. It was about preparing environments where children could act on their own capacities. She wrote, "Never help a child with a task at which he feels he can succeed." In other words, every time an adult does for the child what the child could do for themselves, we are stealing a piece of their development. Now, here's where the conversation gets bigger. Independence is often framed as a privilege. Some families can buy it. Some children are given the chance to practice it. Others are denied. But think about when children are not given the opportunity to build independence, they lose more than a skill. They lose access to dignity. A toddler who always has their shoes put on for them learns dependence, not capability. An elementary child who is told, "You're not ready to manage conflict," never learns peaceful problem solving. A teen who is sheltered from decision making doesn't get to practice responsibility until the stakes are so much higher. Injustice begins when independence is unevenly distributed. Montessori flips that script. She saw independence as a foundation of freedom, and therefore as something every child deserves. So, what does independence look like in a Montessori environment? I have some thoughts, and I'd like to share them with you. If we're thinking about the infant and toddler classroom, a low shelf with a few materials, instead of a room of things that are out of reach, tiny pitchers of water, a stool to reach the sink, adults who wait while the child practices. In primary for ages 3 to 6, dressing frames, snack preparation, brooms and mops that fit small hands, time to struggle with buttons and buckles, adults who step back instead of rushing in. In elementary, ages 6 to 12, real research projects, going out into the community, freedom to plan work and collaborate, adults who guide without dictating. For adolescents, ages 12 to 18, opportunities to run businesses, grow food, care for animals, organize community events, freedom to test independence in real world contexts. In each stage, the through line is this: children are given the tools, time, and trust to build independence. We live in a time when children's independence is shrinking. Play is overstructured, school is standardized, families are pressured to control. Even teens are micromanaged by surveillance apps, and they have packed schedules. This isn't safety, it's restriction. Montessori offers a radical alternative. She reminds us that independence is the path to competence, confidence, and peace. And she challenges adults to prepare environments where children are free to practice, fail, and try again. Independence isn't nice to have, it's foundational. And when we withhold it, we harm development. So here's the invitation. Next time you feel the urge to step in, pause. Ask yourself, can this child try? Can they grow by doing it themselves? Because independence is not about us. It's about the child's right to grow into their full humanity. Montessori saw this clearly. The child who does not do does not know how to do. Let's honor that truth. Independence isn't a luxury. It's a right. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Montessori Unlocked. If this sparked something for you, share it with a friend, another parent, or an educator. And keep following along as we unlock the deeper wisdom of Montessori, one principle at a time.